I thought art was really just going to be the only path that I was going to take, and I really wanted to travel and, you know, study art all over the world and end up using art as a form of therapy for people that don't have money to have art classes. But now that I'm doing Mary Kay, I feel like I'm almost getting what I wanted, but in a different form. So I'm thinking, I'm like, maybe it's something that I would want to do for a really long time. My name is Toryn Seabrooks. I'm 18 years old, and I'm a professional Mary Kay beauty consultant.
When she first signed up, I was a little concerned because her emotional management wasn't necessarily developed, and that's very normal. You know, I did tell her in the beginning of the 5 weeks, you can call me no matter what you're feeling. If you're feeling sad, happy, angry, anxious, just call me and we'll work through it. And so what I did do, I spent a good 2 weeks of our first, relationship in the business, coaching her through different ways and techniques that she could get through certain emotional management issues.
Working with Brittany, it's like having a guardian angel. It really, really is. I just really feel like she's a really important person for me to have in my life right now. I'm a very, I want it now, instant person, and it's really hard for me. Brittany tells me, she's like, nothing happens instantly in Mary Kay. Everything from the skincare to, the goals that you try to achieve, everything's very gradual. You have to work up to it. Nothing's just like, bam, it's there. In the beginning, my facial parties would last 3 hours, and they're supposed to be only 1 hour. Someone would come in the afternoon and they'd leave at 10 o'clock or something. We'd have fun anyway. It'd just be a lot of fun. We'd pretty much be just hanging out, but I've learned how to speed it up and how to, get my point across. And the first time I ever did a facial, I was so lucky because it was with my aunt, my cousin, my best friend, and Nia, my friend Nia, and her, our close friend. And just thank God that Nia was, because Nia, my friend Nia, is very, she's very outspoken, and she's very, very outspoken. So she was the only one giving me constructive criticism, but thank God it was a friend, because if it was somebody else, I would have, my little heart would have just been crushed because it was my first facial. So it was good because she was telling me what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say. And my aunt was just a really big critic because she was like, oh, I've tried Arbonne, and Arbonne is much better ingredients. And I didn't know that much about Mary Kay to begin with, so I was just like, okay, I don't know how to defend it yet, but I'm gonna defend it even though I know or don't know, or I'm gonna try. And so, and then my little cousin, she was just being quiet the whole time, and then so it was kind of a difficult party because I had all these different personalities and I was still learning, and I had come to learn that Brittany hadn't really taught me how to teach a skincare class yet, because I kind of just jumped into it. And so there was a reason why I was kind of so I don't really know how to do this yet, and now I don't really do things last minute anymore because Brittany taught me how to use my weekly plan sheet, which is just a means of color coding my week. So, pink will be my Mary Kay, calls and, booking appointments, and green will be actually holding appointments.
You're going to always use this inside here.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah.
So this will be the broad month, and this will be your week.
Okay.
With more detail, so that you can actually have a more scheduled time. And once you learn how to use this, how do you feel about your time right now?
I can definitely feel myself thinking about time and money in a very different way. Before I did Mary Kay, I was never organized with my time. I would always rely on my memory, which was really, you know, I feel really bad for my memory because I relied on it to remember so many things. Down. I don't know how I ever got anything done.
Her big strength is gathering people. She can get a car full of girls to our weekly success meeting. Her enthusiasm, it's contagious. She's very enthusiastic, she loves what she does, and she really wants to help people. She really wants to help women her age increase their confidence. So she has already 5 new team members. So the average is 1 in every 5 that you interview will sign. Well, let me tell you, Toryn's only interviewed 15 women and 5 of them have signed. So you can take the numbers. 5 out of 15, that's amazing.
So this is my new consultant. She's one of our new team members. She signed up on Wednesday, I believe. This is Sarah Presley, and she just signed up as a new beauty consultant. So she will be training with Brittany, and this is one of her first trainings. So she is basically learning the ropes about how to, you know, teach a skincare class and how to set up the trays and everything. And I'm here with my 2 guests, and they're actually interested in becoming what she is. So basically they're going to be here just kind of getting a feel. My aunts came over for Thanksgiving. They just wanted some products. They were just like, oh, you know, I really want a good foundation. I really want something for the, like these bags under my eyes. I really want just like, you know, something soft for my hands. So I pretty much held my own skincare party at Thanksgiving, and it was really funny because I literally had the whole Thanksgiving family, everybody from, you know, Thanksgiving was just in this little room, crowded around the couch, and I just started holding a skincare party at my house. It was so funny. And we were just all sitting at dinner, and then I just started talking to one person, and I was just like, oh, let me just go in my room and let me get, you know, my satin hands for you. And then, you know, and then another person chimed in, and they were just like, oh, well, I need a really good foundation. And so I brought all my foundations out. So before you knew it, all, like the food table had all this Mary Kay stuff on it. It was so funny.
No family can survive on 2 incomes anymore, let alone 1. If you are supplementing your family's income working from home, then tune into The Cash Flow Show, Direct Sales Radio. Host Deb Vixler brings you sales tips, lead generation systems, and best business practices that guarantee direct sales success. Whether you're looking for a little extra cash or a career change, The Cash Flow Show, Direct Sales Radio will give you proven systems that will work in your home business. The Cash Flow Show, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time on World Talk Radio Variety.
At first, it was very scary because I don't like calling people I don't know. Whenever they warm up to you, that's when it gets really easy because you're just like, ah, oh, they're normal. They're not mean. Because, you know, it's like whenever I'm on the phone and I'm calling somebody, I have this like little tension in me. Like it's just, I'm like, oh my God, like I hope they're not, you know, I'm such a baby. I'm like, I hope they're not mean. And then they come on the phone and then they're like, hello? And I'm just like, hey! And then it's just like, The other day, I was talking to one of the girls that I had never met before for a few hours, just on the phone, just talking to her. It was really bad. But I learned not to do that because you don't want the client to be too comfortable with you. But, you know, I'm learning. Hey, Ingrid? Hey, it's Toryn. I'm good. Are you busy? Okay, that's all good. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, bye. I have tried to figure out how I'm going to do it in Singapore, and because the prices are so different, it's going to be really hard. So I have decided, Brittany and I have decided that I have to do double my work while I'm in America instead of doing my work in Singapore, so I can just kind of relax in Singapore. But then that kind of puts a little bit more stress on me because now I have to do 60 faces instead of 30 between now and December 13th.
I think that Toryn is definitely going to want to first and foremost improve her way with people.
Brittany has mastered like just talking to different people and knowing how to deal with each and every different personality and how to, how to be patient with a person that's a little bit more difficult. I hope that I can be up there one day.
I taught her this thing called DISC, D-I-S-C, which is like 4 broad main types of personalities. And she's been working at it like crazy and doing amazing. She's always like, Brittany, is she an S or is she an I? Is she a C or is she a D? And it's just amazing, and it's so cute because she actually is like really on point most of the time. And I think that once she combines, those different types of personalities and then all the different ways to communicate with each personality, I think she's going to be able to build such dynamic, amazing relationships with her customers because she's building a lifelong business. 2 days ago, I had her do new consultant training with her 2 newest team members. And on Thursday, I'm going to be having her do booking with her 2 new people. Instead of them coming and booking with me, because Toryn has already mastered the skill of booking, I went ahead and asked her if she'd want to book with them and teach them how to book. So my next thing is to teach her how to hold an interview on her own, which she actually already knows how to do, she just doesn't know it yet.